Here's a story I bumped into. This is infowars.com. This title of the story is Job Fair Held for Illegal Aliens, including those with criminal records. This story came out of Harrisonburg, Virginia on Tuesday. It would have been March 20th. A group known as Our Community Place, and I'll leave a link to that one, also held a job fair for those who may have more trouble than others finding work, including illegal aliens. So it's the event built on the group's website catered to those experiencing challenges with addiction, transportation, no training, health, education, no ID, immigration issues, etc., and was free to anyone in the world and provides refreshments and lunch. Let's see, it goes on to say blah blah blah. You guys can read this. But basically, it sums it up here. This country is currently experiencing the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, which I'm sure all of us have felt the pinch. With millions of Americans out of work, record foreclosures, and skyrocketing gas and fuel prices, it is simply excusable for even one job to be given to someone here illegally. Ends up here, it says, as I always say, for every illegal alien with a job, there's an American without one. Now, this is very true. I want you guys' opinion on it. There's tons of comments here. You can read all these comments. Basically, it's everything that they said in this article here, and everything that's going through the minds of millions of people is, why should an illegal alien of the United States, get a job? I'm not saying they shouldn't work. This is my opinion, of course. And take it for what it is. But yeah, I agree with that last line where it says, for every illegal alien with a job, there's an American without one. There's tons of Americans who were born here, who came here and became legal the right way, that are out of work, that have no work, that are looking for work, that need it, that are losing their homes, etc., etc. The list goes on and on and on. And I'm just curious what you guys think on this matter, really. I know I'm going to have a lot of hate there, like some people. I'm going to throw it out there. How about this valedictorian that was being threatened with a deportation? I'm not sure what happened with that. But I would say, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if you go to school for 90 years. If you're not here legally, get legal. I mean, if that means you got to leave the country and file the necessary forms and paperwork to get, I want you guys. I'm gonna look for the link after I'm done recording this, and I want you guys to follow the link. I'm gonna give you the Mexican immigration policy. I want you guys to read that. And before you post a comment on this video, read their policy and what they do to illegal aliens in their country. Then you can post your comment on here and tell me what you think when I say that you should be here legally in order to work here legally. Okay, another one. I was actually contemplating a move to Australia not too long ago, a few months back. And I was looking into their, moving there, migrating into there. Their policies, I mean, they got these work programs and skills assessments. I mean, you got to be like sponsored by an employer to work. I don't know. There's a lot of things to it. But it's not like you can just go there and then get a job. It's not like you can go there and just get a job, buy a car, do everything. I mean, it's like Canada, I think. You got to have like a certain skill, I think. As far as what I've read, you got to have certain skills in order to move to these countries. If you don't have any skills, I mean provable skills, and you don't follow their methods to become a citizen of the country, you just can't be a citizen. You gotta leave. And they'll force you to leave. And it's kind of like the people from Central America who are also trying to get to America here, because they know our laws are shit and we just seem to cater to them. They're coming from Central America also through Mexico across our border in America here. And the Mexicans are actually catching these people, and punishing them for being illegal in their country, being illegal immigrants in their country, or even just passing through. I mean, they enforce their laws pretty strict. Plus, their laws are strict. Even if, I think one law is, even if you become a citizen of Mexico, you are unable to own any property on water. Did you know that's actually one of the laws? That even if you become a citizen of Mexico, you can't own any property on water. So I'm just, for anybody that's came here from Mexico who thinks that, Americans trying to stand up for the laws in their own country are wrong, I mean, that's being hypocritical, because look at your laws, or look what you've done to come here. Look what you've done to come here. I mean, sure, it's a better life. Maybe. Now, I've heard bad things about certain areas of Mexico, but I've heard good things about certain areas. So it's like half and half. I mean, if you live in a shed in a dirt street where there's gangs and drugs, the drug cartels and everything, I mean, sure, living here seems like the ultimate freedom and dream. But also, the other half of Mexico is good, from what I've also heard, And I think it would be easier to move there than it would be to trespass into another country. And I don't want to hear any messages down below or comments on how, the Europeans stole America from Mexico and Arizona used to be Mexico's property. Do the homework and the research. I'm going to do that too, how Arizona became American from Mexico. I'm going to put that link down below also. I'm going to give you a link to the Mexican immigration policies. I'm just writing this stuff down real quick so I don't forget to do that. And yeah, so I don't hear any comments down below like, American. First, the Indians lived here, to be politically correct, the Native Americans. And then the Europeans came over and killed everybody and stole their lands and all moved in here. And then stole or took over California or Mexico or New Mexico. That was in the past. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what's going on right now. We're talking about ways to fix America. We're talking about ways to, I guess, just fix it. I mean, this is a broken system we have here, and you just keep hearing the same things. Everybody's racist. I'm not racist. So nobody can say that, hey, you know what? The guy I'm listening to on YouTube right now is a racist. No. I'm American. We have laws, we have a constitution, a Bill of Rights, a Declaration of Independence, you name it. This is what the country's set on. That's why it's so great. That's why it's so free. That's why it's such a safe haven. That's why it's such a utopia for people. They just want to move here. And they want this life that America has. Now, the only reason we have it is because 200-300 years ago, I mean, besides the bloodshed and the wars that we've had on our own soil, we've set up these documents in place in order to base our living and our life and our way of life on certain principles. And we've done so for so long, and now it's like it's going to shit, like it's being shredded, or it's like you guys, when I say you guys, I mean illegal immigrants. It's like when you come here, you're almost like pissing on our Constitution, pissing on our laws. That's cruel. That's rude. That's being racist. Coming here and then saying you demand equal rights and you demand work, and That's being racist because it's like you come here to live a great life and you don't want to follow the laws or the rules. It confuses me. Just follow some of the links down below before you comment and hate each other or hate on me. Just look at the other laws in the other countries and then look at our laws and also let me know what you think about this story. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people without work here. A lot of people. Why should even one job fair be held for illegal citizens? No, I'm sorry. Illegal aliens. They're not citizens if they're illegal. That's my bad. But I feel, and I'm pretty sure I got supporters on this, I feel that there should not be even one job fair held for illegals. And if you're going to hold a job fair, like they said, to cater to those that are quote-unquote challenges with addiction, transportation, no training, health, education, no ID, immigration issues, etc., that's pretty broad because they're doing this that way nobody can complain about them, but they're throwing in there this immigration thing. Even to be considered, it should be illegal. They should leave that out. It should be for people who, I agree, everybody deserves work. Everybody deserves a home and money and the ability to spend and the ability to buy and the ability to sell and everything wrapped into one. But they got to follow the rules. They got to follow the laws. And this job fair, they should, yes, cater to addiction, transportation, training problems, health problems, education. Right, those are good. But leave out immigration. Leave out illegal immigration. There should be not one person that is illegal that is allowed to go to this job fair. I think that's I don't know. I'm done rambling. Tell me what you think. Out.